Hey everybody, I spent a couple of days last week at the Product Management Festival 2018 in Zurich and thought I would share my key takeaways and observations. Hi, I'm Greg with Prickrell Consulting, and the conference was pretty packed. There were about 1,000 product managers there, which was nice. Very nice feel, very easy to meet people. Very informal kind of networking that was going on that I really liked. There was a big presence there, I thought, by the travel industry. So Booking.com had a booth. I met a bunch of people from other travel kind of sites and services as well. The content was really good. I think overall, in a minute, I'll give kind of ratings for the different aspects. But I thought it was good. At the meta level, the messages that I got that I think were cool was there was a lot of emphasis on culture. And the idea is without the right organizational culture, it's very hard to improve or to change things. I saw a huge focus on the problem, something I've been passionate about for a long time. Really understand the problem before you jump into the solution space. So that was echoed in a bunch of different presentations. And in fact, in the final keynote, I learned a new term from Minal Mehta, which is Next Billion Users, NBU. So these are folks that are, for the most part, in developing economies. I think they're off a lot of people's radar, but their numbers are just so huge. They will have an impact, an economic impact on a lot of businesses. So we have to start preparing ourselves now. So I thought that was interesting. A lot of buzzwords. I heard OKRs mentioned quite a few times. Look those up if you're not familiar. Jobs to be done, of course. I heard a lot about North Star metrics and then goals, signals, and metrics. So those are things I would look into. Some of these conferences are really good because they help introduce you to terms that maybe you haven't heard that are gaining traction. So in terms of ratings, I would say the organization of the event, I would give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Really well organized. We knew where to go. When I signed up, I couldn't find information about the venue. I contacted them. They added it to the site. I thought that was really responsive and cool. So that's a solid 5. The keynotes, I would give between a 3.5 and a 4. They were pretty good. Some of them I think could have been a little more relevant. Some of them really stood out, like Minal, as I mentioned before, and Bert Schulze from SAP, which was a little bit of a surprise. SAP isn't known as this, really progressive, exciting company, but gave a great presentation. Moving on to the session content, I would give that something more like a 3. I've been doing this a long time. I didn't feel the meat in the presentations that I would have liked. Some of them were very thinly kind of veiled commercials for an organization. So I think that is an area where they can improve, but I enjoyed myself. I learned something, and always when you hear about these things again, it inspires you, gives you some ideas. So that was really nice. In terms of the venue, I would give that 4 stars. I think it's official. That venue has been outgrown. It's a great venue. It's a movie theater. So the seats are really comfortable. There's a lot of space. But I think next year, if they grow, they will have to move somewhere else. There were a couple of times that it was a little uncomfortable, just too crowded between sessions and that kind of thing, but not a big deal. So overall, I would give it 4 stars out of 5. Would I recommend that you go? Yeah, I think it's great to get out of your fishbowl, great to meet other product managers and learn about product management. I met some cool folks, had some great conversation, and really enjoyed myself for 2 days. In terms of feedback to the organizers, I would say, once again, strengthen the content, be a little more careful about who you let in. And there was an expert track, but I didn't think it was really that expert. And I heard that from some other folks as well. So something to take into account. And then think about moving out of Zurich. I know it's probably convenient for you. We as attendees would like to maybe see another city, and Zurich is really expensive. So that's a suggestion I would make. Hope this was helpful. Feel free to comment with your impressions. Would love to hear what other people thought of the event. Thanks a lot. See you next time.